like the fans spoke. It looks like the fans said, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Caitlin Clark fans clearly no showing the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces. It was smack dab empty. It would cost you more to get a small fry with no burger and no drink than it would have cost to sit in the 100 section in the lower bowl.
What you are witnessing right now is not just a routine mid-season issue or a temporary setback for a franchise. This is a full-scale structural breakdown of professional basketball. And the confidential medical evidence that has now been forcefully leaked from the deepest levels of the league office changes everything. Over the last 48 hours, a desperate high-level corporate cover-up has been carried out behind closed doors to hide a devastating truth from the public. But the system has already begun collapsing from within. A rogue medical whistleblower has bypassed every non-disclosure agreement, exposing the alarming reality that Caitlin Clark has suffered a severe and potentially career-ending injury. Even more disturbing, the front office allegedly pressured her coach to conceal diagnostic scans from the media to protect billions in broadcast revenue. The illusion of a stable, thriving league has now shattered, leaving ownership in total panic as the financial foundation of the sport begins to crumble in real time. If you still believe the official statement calling this routine rest or minor load management, then you are falling into a carefully constructed corporate narrative designed by executives watching their empire fall apart.
The Indiana Fever are playing tonight's game. No Caitlin Clark. We have Stephanie White's lackluster offense. We have Stephanie White's lackluster defense. And fans just simply aren't excited for it. Especially after the runaround we went through last year, not watching Caitlin Clark for 75% of the season. Many fans don't want to go through the same song and dance again. We went through it last year. We don't want to go through it this year. Furthermore, with how this team, how this organization, how this coach doesn't protect their star player, it ain't good. Stephanie White waits for Caitlin Clark to get injured to finally stick up to the refs, to finally call out the officiating. Too little, too late. Then Stephanie White goes out, gives a statement.
This goes far beyond any typical injury report. What we're looking at is a deep institutional failure, where top officials knowingly risk the future of a generational talent while enforcing silence across the training staff, even as arenas remained packed. But the truth doesn't stay hidden when financial damage reaches a breaking point. Leaked internal documents now suggest that the damage is already irreversible. To understand the scale of what's unfolding, you have to look at the moment the corporate image cracked at the very top. Adam Silver, facing the sudden collapse of a key economic asset, reportedly lost control behind closed doors, issuing a furious private ultimatum to the board that has sent shockwaves across the entire sports world.
They no-show. Look at this. All these empty seats. Just seats everywhere. Seats everywhere. All these joints. I mean, come on, man. The fans have officially spoke. They're not going if CC ain't out there. Like, it is what it is. Y'all know, Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever fans travel on the road. Now, there was still fans there that got some autographs from Caitlin and all of that. She's always going to have some fans show up. Sophie and them, Raven, they always sign autographs and stuff. But for the most part, it was a no-show. It was a no-show, man. The fans spoke. They're not rocking with this. They're not rocking with what the Indiana Fever are doing. Now, we also had Chinny Ogwumike and Andrea Carter completely. It's almost like Caitlin don't exist on this team. You can bank it after this. This is going to be
in what insiders describe as an emotional and unscripted moment of panic, the commissioner reportedly admitted that the league lost nearly $10 million in just 2 days due to mass fan boycotts and empty arenas. Leadership is now facing the reality that internal politics, selective officiating, and failure to protect their biggest star have damaged what was once considered the golden era of the sport. The situation inside arenas tells the story clearly. Stadiums that were once sold out months in advance have suddenly turned into empty, echoing spaces. Images of vacant seats during primetime broadcasts have spread across social media, highlighting a coordinated fan response once the cover-up was suspected. The economic engine has stalled because leadership underestimated fan loyalty. They believed audiences would continue investing money even as the core attraction was being pushed aside. But the most concerning detail lies within the hidden medical report that staff were allegedly ordered to bury under legal pressure. These reports suggest the injury worsened due to repeated unaddressed physical play, creating a dangerous environment that was ignored. Instead of stepping stepping in to protect the player carrying the league's value, leadership remained silent until the damage became irreversible.
With back issues because Stephanie White and the Fever organization doesn't have her back. I'm out. Won't be watching. Honestly, I'm sort of relieved that I can just tell the Fever to go bleep themselves when Caitlin Clark's out. I'm good. Oh, Rhodes, you're not a real... No, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. Period. I am a fan of Sophie Cunningham, and, that does kind of suck. But after Stephanie White's tirade the other day, nah. Sorry, not sorry at all. White and the Fever are the most incompetent staff ever compiled in basketball. Boy, you knew it was going to get bad in this comment section. Boo, I wish they would tell us more about her back. Come on. Are we still thinking that? Is that what we're doing? Honestly. Caitlin Clark out, precautionary. Angry black lesbians are trying to injure her. Courtesy of WNBA thugs. Ooh. Wow.
The doctor who released the information made it clear that the athlete's body had reached its breaking point, and continuing under those conditions would mean the end of her career. Panic within corporate offices is now escalating as major broadcasters and global sponsors begin activating exit clauses. The financial model of modern sports media was built around record-breaking audience numbers driven by one individual. Now, with empty arenas and streaming numbers dropping significantly, leadership is facing a major financial crisis before the season has even ended. The commissioner's final warning underscored the severity, stating that if the star is permanently ruled out, the entire operation could collapse.
Plans for the night since CC is out. My status, out till CC returns. Caitlin is out. Think I'll check out an evening movie. Damn. She needs to immediately walk away. I wouldn't want to play in this league either. Why watch then? Give us a reason. Wow. If CC is out, so am I. Wow. Then you have them posting this road trip starts now. You got Caitlin Clark's replacement on the flyer. Her replacement on the flyer. Not Kelsey, not Sophie, not Aaliyah. Her replacement on the flyer. Folks, they're telling you in plain sight. They don't want her there. They want Ty Harris. Her and Stephanie White got a history. I hate it for Ty that the Fever are using her as a pawn in this diabolical game Stephanie White's playing with CC career. Damn. Sadly, I'm just not excited to watch with that no CC. I've tried, just can't do it. Won't be watching as I was told by your coach not to. Will not be watching. You don't protect your players. Wow. No CC, no thanks. Leave White behind. CC's not playing. No Caitlin, no watching. No CC, no fart noise. Fart noise. What the fuck? Then we got tickets, folks. Look, you got some cheaper tickets on the ends over here. $37 to sit in section 12, $28 to sit in section 12, $11 to sit in 37. $33 to sit in section.
We are now at a point of no return. The system tried to capitalize on a cultural phenomenon while simultaneously suppressing the individual who created it. Now they are watching their empire lose relevance. The arena lights feel colder. Executive offices remain in crisis. And this moment may go down in history as the point where internal politics and corporate greed dismantled one of the greatest eras of the sport. The evidence is out. The financial consequences are visible, and the system can no longer avoid accountability.
Only watching if Stephanie White wears a bag over her head. Without Caitlin Clark, Sunday, nobody's watching WNBA. Now we'll watch when Caitlin Clark's back playing. Need to do a better job of protecting her. I won't be watching as I was told by your coach not to. That's a whole nother layer of this now. Sadly, I'm just not excited to watch. If no CC, I've tried, just can't do it. And looking through the comments, it appears Indiana Fever fans have been ruled out for tonight's game. Caitlin Clark out, back, neck, groin, chest, arms, head, legs, pending trade agreement, coaching, management. Hey, don't leave out assault. Let's not leave out assault now. That's part of it. See, is it seriously? Has the Indiana Fever front office and head coach decided to respect fans yet? Of course not. Of course.
This is a major institutional crisis that mainstream networks are reportedly trying to suppress to protect corporate interests. If you believe the public deserves transparency and truth, now is the time to pay attention. Share this information, keep the conversation alive, and do not allow it to be buried. Whistleblowers risk everything to bring these details forward, and according to reports, there are already attempts being made to remove this content.
It just, Stephanie White wants this to be the Kelsey Mitchell show. And this team, that's, you know, they drafted Raven Johnson. This team is built to play without Caitlin Clark. I was under the assumption, and hey, clearly I was wrong. I was under the assumption that the job here was to win with Caitlin Clark and to build around Caitlin Clark. They are clearly decided to go in another direction, which is why they need to just end this thing. And this is why you got Andrea Carter and them talking like this.
Call this Biggie Smalls because Caitlin Clark is having a phenomenal year, 20 points, 8 assists. But how do they really keep things going? Well, they have a big three and they step up in big moments.
Caitlin Clark is having a big year, but how do they really keep things going? It's Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, clearly, right?
Boston, all-star starter, so many votes. Love this for her, but most importantly, I love her growth when it comes to the string. Nice little dish out, but then she gets the ball out. 9 times out of 10 before, she used to go to the basket on well. It's her assisting. So
Kelsey Mitchell gets down the floor. 3 seconds off the shot clock, and she is already down the floor in attack mode. If she hunts the basket, now, Eric, 5 seasons. She is consistent. Hunting shots in transition will be huge.
She hunting shots, all right. She's hunting shots. So, you know, you got ESPN pretty much promoting Biggie Smalls. That's the new term. That's the new name for Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. And, you know, the Indiana Fever have clearly built this team.
Newly surfaced classified audio recording has reportedly captured a tense exchange between the head coach and general manager just moments before the medical report was removed from official records. The conversation reveals urgency, pressure, and a clear effort to control the narrative. The footage connected to this recording is now becoming a critical piece of evidence, and it may reveal far more than anyone initially expected.